What is up, Still Mace Warriors? Today I'm going to talk about the difference between two exercises. One is called the rising strike and the other is called an uppercut. So we're going to go into what the differences are, why you would use maybe the rising strike versus the uppercut and vice versa. All right, so I hope you like this video. Let's go ahead and jump into it. All right, so I'm gonna start off with the rising strike still mace exercise. Now, both of these exercises are great for the upper body, and it's also a great way to get a little more mobile in the upper thoracic area and even your neck area, right? It'll kind of loosen things up, make you a little bit more mobile. And on top of that, if you utilize these for cardio or strength training days, these exercises can be used for that as well. It's just a matter of how you implement them in your workout and your overall programming. But that's not what we're discussing today. Today we're going to discuss what the key differences are when you would use the rising strike and when you would use an uppercut. So if this is something that you're going to try at home on your own, the main thing I will tell you when it comes to the rising strike is that this is kind of like a level 1 exercise, meaning it's a beginner-friendly exercise, and it's going to get you prepared for that uppercut in the future once you develop that mobility that you need in the upper body, okay? So just to give you an example, I'm going to go ahead and just show you a demo of the rising strike, and I'm going to give you a quick demo of the uppercut. All right, so now that I kind of demonstrated what each one looks like, I'm going to kind of break it down. Sometimes they look completely identical, right? But there are little key differences there. So like I said, the rising strike is when maybe you tried the uppercut and you're just like, it's not working out. I feel really tight for my upper body. So the rising strike kind of prepares you for that, right? So it prepares you, makes you a little bit more mobile. You can try this one for a few weeks along with some type of mobility routine to get that thoracic mobility in. To loosen the neck area, right? Because a lot of times we're like super tight in the neck area, super tight in the chest area. So once you work, a few weeks, I would say maybe like 4 weeks of doing mobility for your upper body, along with the rising strikes, this will most likely help you improve and possibly get you going with uppercuts, okay? So for the rising strike, the key difference is this. When you're coming up, right, and you're in this position here, you'll notice that the mace is kind of like at an angle, right? It's not completely straight like with an uppercut. And with this in mind, you'll notice that this hand in the front is actually aligned on the same side. So when I'm bringing the mace up, the mace is at an angle, right? You'll find it here. And then your hand, your elbow, and your shoulder are aligned and on the same side, okay? So here's your rising strike, boom. Right? All on the same side. Now, with an uppercut, the uppercut actually lands on the opposite side. So with uppercut, now I'm going all the way to the other end, and that's why you need that mobility in your upper back. You need to work on loosening the chest, working on the neck area as well with the cervical area. So just to let you know, that's the key difference, right? So you're going from here to here with the uppercut. So this is rising strike, this is uppercut. So I'm really pulling the mace back and on the other side, right? On the opposite side. So in order to get to that uppercut area, right, we need to make sure that we're mobile. And I think that the rising strike is a great exercise to get us more loose and mobile over the next upcoming weeks, right? So if you figured out I'm a little tight, you keep doing these, you work your way up, and then you can even start to kind of bring it in a little more towards the middle, and then finally you end up on the opposite side for that uppercut. So now that you saw the key differences between the rising strike and the uppercut,
now it's time to discuss like what are the benefits of these exercises. And one thing that I would like to know before I actually jump into the benefits is that this exercise in particular has a pull and it has a push. So it has the push and pull in one movement, which is really awesome, right? And that's the case for a lot of exercises with the Still Mace. That's why I think the Still Mace is great. It's very functional. So if you think about it, the initial movement that you're doing is you're pulling it back, right? So you're pulling that mace back, and then you're gonna push that mace head up, right? So you're pulling and pushing when it comes to these two exercises. So that's a really cool thing that I have to, talk about. Second thing that I would say when it comes to the benefits is the shoulder health stuff. Okay, so talked a lot about the mobility stuff, but also shoulder mobility, stability. We're talking shoulder strength because it's all shoulders, right? It's all shoulders. So definitely one of the benefits. I would say second benefit would be grip strength, right? Everything with Still Mace has a lot of grip strength involved because everything you do with the mace is with that handle and you really got to grip it. So there's, certain techniques that you can use to even get more grip strength. Maybe I'll talk about that in another video, but for now, just know that there's a lot of grip strength involved. So we're talking shoulder health, grip strength, and then finally we're talking upper body strength. Okay, so if you're looking for really great, or if you're looking for two really great exercises to give you functional upper body strength, then these exercises are for you. And then finally, another benefit that I'm just going to end this video with would be your core strength, core stability. In case you didn't notice in the demos, when I'm twisting, I'm also rotating, right? So we're rotating that core area, and that is, again, very functional. It translates over to real life whenever you're twisting or turning, right? That rotationalness to it, I don't even know if that's a word, but when you rotate like that, it causes a lot of core to get involved. And I'm not talking about the ab, I'm not talking about like those deep core muscles that you have. I mean, this is a great exercise to get to them. It's a great exercise to create core stability and strength, okay? So definitely something I have to note for these two exercises. Anyways, I really hope you enjoyed this video on two wonderful exercises for the upper body. One that you can start with if you're a beginner and then slowly just start to improve that mobility, and another where it's like the level 2 and you can get even more benefits from it when you get to that uppercut, right? So two great exercises to throw out there to all of you Still Mace warriors. And obviously, if you don't know about it, I have a membership, a Still Mace membership that you can join for as little as $5 a month. I mean, it's cheaper than a gym membership. You get over 100 exercise videos. So if you like these two exercises and you want to get a whole library full of them, I definitely recommend it. 100 plus exercise videos right now in the library. There's over 40 plus workouts that you can do. There's printables, workout builders, workout calendars, everything. And it's a very niche down to Still Mace training. Okay, so if you're looking for something like that, I'm gonna add the link in the description below. Click on it, enroll. You can cancel anytime. That's another great thing. So you don't have to be with me forever. Okay, so very transparent with that. But check out the membership if you're getting into Still Mace training and you need something to get you going or keep you motivated, and where you need support for it. I'm there for you. So go check that out. But anyways, I'll see you in the next video. Until then, just don't forget to subscribe and like this video if you found it useful. All right. I'll see you next time.